Hey guys, before we get on with this vlog, I want to let you know that I shot this back in 2 days after Valentine's Day in Philly, and back then COVID wasn't really a big thing at the time. So if you see me wearing a mask, a reminder, this was shot back in February. So everything that's gonna be included for the 2020 auto show is gonna be included right in this entire video. Most of this is gonna be back in February. Still got about like 8 cars left in real time, so I'm gonna do that for you right here as we get started. So enjoy, guys. Sup folks, welcome back. We're in Philly. Actually, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be doing the auto show this time in here in Philly instead of DC, because DC was not as interesting as this one, because there's no German car in DC, and this at least has German cars in this place. So without further ado, I did make a list of them and see which one we're gonna show you guys. I'll show you that now. There it is. And yeah, we're gonna be viewing some cars here. Pretty exciting, isn't it? So to start off, we got the 2020 Toyota Highlander, which is a huge improvement from the last generation, because you see in there, we got like a 12.3-inch infotainment screen, which is pretty much the only Toyota that has that. These are two of them that are open. We might go in and take a look. Why not? This one's here is just a prototype for a hybrid right here. So we're gonna take a look at one of them inside here. Look at this one actually. And it's not designed by Toyota. BMW actually made this. It's a turbocharged 6-cylinder engine, 300-something horsepower. It's pretty nice, but it could be better, honestly. Guys, the Hyundai Palisade. Step in, shall we? Oh man, wow, really plush in here actually, guys. Well, one thing that's interesting, guys, is the I can't turn turn signals on. I can't do that because it has turn signal cameras in here, so that's a problem. No turn signal cameras. That's what I thought I saw. I think this is like a lower trim model than the top end model, which is like 48 grand. If you want to buy it, go and check it out. I really think it's a good car. This redesigned by Hyundai. It's amazing what they did to this model here, which is the new Sonata. I love the way there's a light bar in the back. And here's a limited version here, but I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I didn't get a full look at it yet. If we step in, it's right in the back. I don't want to get copyrighted here, so let's see. I'd like to get inside here. Hold on. Oh, got nice daylight in here, honestly. That is nice.
Well, because then you can get.
What you got in the back? You got the USB port down here. You got cup holders. Yes. This is not the limited version here, guys. So, oh, sorry. We'll see what the limited one's like. Yeah, that one's a lot more techy, if you know what I mean. Turn the radio off on this one here. Not really. Okay. Same exact thing, really. I don't know what the limited means here. I don't know what are the limited features in this car here. Smaller cup holders, but look at the front. It's really updated. What we're sitting in is a Mazda. We're sitting in a Mazda CX-30 now, and it's meant to fit in with the CX-3 and CX-5. So, you might be asking, why is there no CX-4? Because this exact thing exists in China, and it'd be too confusing to put the same exact model in America. So this is why they named it the CX-30. It doesn't look bad at all, honestly. It got like a loud gauge cluster in the middle. So I think it's a live speedometer. That's a tachometer there. But anyways, good car. I like it. And here we have the 186 horsepower 4-cylinder engine that this thing is powered by with Skytech technology. I don't know if it's direct injected or anything like that, so, but it's more of a fun, light, sporty, light a light fashion sporty crossover. This is Kia's new addition to the lineup here. This is the Kia Seltos, which was reviewed first by Autocar India, and it's powered by a 4-cylinder. You can get it in two versions, a 1.6 liter or 2 liter. But honestly, it does fit into the crossover craze. I like the blue shade as well on that. It's a good addition, honestly. I might take a look into it later on. Hopefully later this year. Hopefully, I don't know when, but eventually I could take a look at it. Karma Rivero, which actually is an electric supercar, and it's about near 600 horsepower. Honestly, I never seen this car. I mean, this company started back in Finland 4 years ago, and I'm excited to see what it could bring in the future. Honestly, there is a dealer in New Jersey, so maybe in the future I can check it out over there. If there is anything, I can take a more in-depth look at this, specifically the Rivero. I don't really know what's inside of it, but I heard it looks luxurious inside. It's one of the cheap ones as well, about $130,000 sticker price. So I think we can take a look inside of it if Karma lets us in the long run. This here is a very nice Range Rover. This is the Evoque version, actually. And if you could see, that down there is a lower screen, that's the upper screen. So yeah, 2 infotainment screens in this, and it starts around like, I don't know, 56, 57 grand for this one. It's really not a bad or compact luxury crossover from Range Rover. I really like the way they made this. Guys, I honestly think that $72,000 would be worth the price tag in this Genesis G90. I love this, man. Look at this. Got the gear shifter on the column here. Got a good center control stack and console.
Watching, baby, and always
and yeah,
call
those
me here
controllers in the back. That's a Sirius XM radio. There's a rear entertainment system also in the back. Map lights also fade in and out. Got the sunlight compartment. And I think $72,000 would be a great bargain for this thing. Honestly, you should check this out, guys. This one here, guys, is the most anticipated car of the year. It's the Porsche Taycan 4S. Well, the Turbo S is the most craziest one of them all. If you think about that, if you think about the 750S. Wait, let me put it in hand here. So yeah, if I slide my hand under there, the door opens to the electric port. But if you get the Turbo S model, which is the top end model, you get 750 horsepower and 775 pound-feet of torque, and that's a crazy figure for a car that's just as good as the Tesla Model S. Well, guys, the unfortunate thing is we couldn't review every car that I listed up there. There's still about like 7 left, so maybe when I get home we'll look at some more. There's still some on the list that are seem very worthy of reviewing, so I'll do that as soon as I get home because it's 2 hours away.
Many months later.
Hey guys, up next we go to Sophian Bay and check out this 2020 Toyota CR-V Hybrid. This is a new trim level for the CR-V in general because CR-V's never been offered. I mean, the hybrid's never been offered before on a CR-V. You see the specs here. Yep, 212 horsepower combined. It's more powerful than what you may expect in a normal hybrid. Interior's pretty much the same exact thing as you'd see for the current generation CR-V. Same on display here. I mean, the gear lever changed a bit. It's not really a lever anymore. It's like a push button kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's very different too. Very distinct, very different all over the car. Here's the gauge cluster is fully a screen, and this is also infotainment's also a screen. It's the same infotainment system you get in a Honda generally. So that's that for you guys. And next we check out this Chevy Trailblazer right here. This is also returning from a hiatus. If you don't know, the Chevy Blazer that returned about a couple years ago, it had a long 18, at least 15 years or more hiatus. But this had a little bit of a longer one too. So this is coming out after like, I don't know, 17, 18 years as well for the 2021 model year. And it doesn't look that bad. Okay, so yeah, this is what it looks like all around. Forget the Hankook. I mean, I don't think GM did a bad job with this car, honestly. They honestly just amped it up. Here's what it looks inside. Not too bad. Not too high end. Here's the key fob. Very simple. Still got the same old school analog gauges clusters in there, and you got the infotainment system. I think it's the same thing as what I saw earlier, like in my own time of a Cadillac CT5. That's what I've seen from a from that standpoint. So that's the Trailblazer, and like a lot of Chevys, they put the hazard light right in front of the steering wheel, like right over here. But I kind of found it annoying because people won't know where it is. But this time, the Trailblazer's hazard light is right over here next to the infotainment system. Not the best of places, but it is certainly better than what you may expect for a an older Chevy, which would be right from the steering wheel. I kind of find that really weird. Okay, y'all, here's a car that I really am excited about to see. I haven't seen it all this year, really, but this is something that I've been that many people are anticipating. The Mustang Mach-E, and you can see here, the Mustang logo here is lit up like a Mercedes, which is kind of cool. And this is the future of Ford, honestly. This is an all-electric Mustang, and it's not really a normal Mustang. It's an SUV. They call it a crossover, and I kind of find that to be weird in a way, but it does look nonetheless pretty spiffy and cool in a way. And at the same time, I heard this thing does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds and whatnot, which is pretty insane. And like a lot of electric vehicles, they have like a giant center screen like this one right here. They're completely decluttering the entire interior generally. Look at this. You got the mouse, the gauges up here, all screened up. It's pretty cool. I gotta look more in depth in this thing. I had to step in one of these probably next year if I ever get to find one. And the auto show next year, like I said, is gonna be around the springtime. It was gonna be the winter, but since the COVID pandemic hit, that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. But maybe in March things could die out, and maybe we could hit the convention center then. Because the Biden Harris administration is coming in, and I think that will do significantly better. Yeah, but here's what it looks like. You can use this as a family SUV if you choose to. Take a look at the electric hood. We'll see what Sophion says. Let's take a look.
Half seconds. This GT model will go about 250 miles. Numbers that will be matching the best that you can get from.
Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that there's two trunks, just like a Tesla normally. You have the front trunk and the back trunk. The battery's like on the bottom somewhere. That's where you find the engine.
Mustang Mach-E. I was a little bit torn on the.
Okay, whatever. That's that. Well, folks, you may have seen a regular new Toyota RAV4, right? I even rode one as an Uber before the auto show stuff happened, from my high school to home. Now I'm in college, of course, but here is the 2021 RAV4 Prime, which is the newest edition, and this actually has a very high amount of horsepower. That's why it's called the Prime. So it's 302 horsepower, which is a lot for a hybrid. The most horsepower I ever heard for a Toyota hybrid, specifically. But other than that, it's a pretty good figure. 0 to 60s, I don't know what time. Hold on, let me check. It doesn't say. Never mind. Look here.
The 6.6 kilowatt-hour charger.
And this is all electric, by the way. I think I'm not 100% sure. I did ride a Toyota RAV4 hybrid before. That hybrid is the one I rode, not the Prime though. It was like a 2019 model. This is the 2021 model, as you know. But this is up top. But here's the interior. Right here. Paddle shifters for rev ranges if you want. I mean, I think the CVT kind of acts as an automatic, but I don't know. I'll check it out. Look at that. CarPlay's in a white background instead of a normal black. And you got top down and rear view. I mean, Toyota's upping their A game and their infotainment systems. That's something that's really interesting. Let's take a listen. Take a listen though, how it drives.
Charge right now. I'm gonna floor it. This is all-wheel drive.
Okay, that's not an automatic. That's definitely a CVT from what I just heard. So, but the reaction was, it is quite fast. And if I do get to drive one, hey, maybe I'll show it to you guys if I can. I just need like a phone grabber, you know what I mean? This car, folks, is actually something I was quite excited about for this year's model. It's the all-new 2021, my bad, or 2020, whatever you call it, Lincoln Corsair Grand Touring. That's what GT stands for, not really in their sense. GT's I thought would be for like a sport trim, but no, this is actually a normal Grand Touring. Now, the reason why I was excited for it is because it's all sorts of. The seat tech is madness. Not only the Corsair, but the next car I'll show you is even more crazy than that. Look at the back here. This is like a not so. This is like a standard thing. You know, you see this light bar in the back. That's what a lot of cars are doing in the new age. Like I'm seeing the Toyota Corolla put like a fake light bar in the back. I'm also seeing Audis do this. What else? BMW's not really a light bar, but I think it's a fake one as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, light bars are starting to come back for the new cars. It was a thing back in the 90s. Then they got rid of it. Then it's reviving again for a new trend. But here's the interior. Wait, let me go to the engine real quick if I can. Is it there? No. But I can tell you the horsepower figures. It's about 295 horsepower, which is quite a lot for a turbo 4-cylinder. Yeah, I'm not kidding. A turbo 4-cylinder engine. It's a lot for an SUV that's this small. Is it fast? Not super fast, but it is there in that area, from what I heard. But the interior though is just great quality. You know, Lincoln is really up their A game in American luxury. I thought Lincoln would have some plastics and whatnot. American brands don't really have necessarily the same exact thing all over. But yeah, I mean they don't have the same plastics all over. They used to have them back then. Like for GMC and Chevy, if you want to go for a top trim level, you're still gonna get some plastic buttons and like the center control stack and whatnot. But this is all premium, good quality and whatnot. Not a Maybach or anything like that, but it's certainly the quality you want for a standard new luxury vehicle. And as I also heard about the seats, there are 24-way power seats. Yeah, you heard me right. 24 ways for the driver's seat, and you can extend one leg out and one leg have it inside if you want to stretch your legs out a little bit. This car can do that for you. It's literally that advanced in seat movement. You can do that. You also have memory. It's all kinds of great. And for the infotainment system itself, you can also switch to the calm screen, which basically is it shows you nothing but the time and temperature. That's really just it. Not on the top, but like down here, like in the middle somewhere. You can also put it in the gauge cluster as well, and it will show nothing but a gray screen if you want, or you can just turn it off if you choose to. So there are a lot of ways to configure the screen. Very new and better update system from Lincoln. Just very nice generally. I really like this. Let's look at this, folks. This is also something that I'm also interested about. The Lincoln Aviator. This gets even crazier. This is what they call the midsize SUV. Again, another light bar on the back. But here's what's also really interesting. I think the engine is about 494 horsepower if you get the top trim level. Nope, this is not the trim level, top level, but this is about 400, which is still a whole ton. V6, or you can go for the 494 horsepower, which is a V8. So you can do that. But let's get into the interior here. Same thing you can usually get, but just bigger and better and more luxury. Bigger center console, good gray wood trim. I do like that. Really love that. Even though it's fake wood, I just it just adds the design generally. And for the seats, you have 30, and for this driver's seat, you have 30-way power seats. It's so crazy. Like, normally luxury cars, you don't really get that many power ways. You get like 12, 14 in luxury cars like this, but this just goes to but imagine 30. Sorry for starting too much, guys. But imagine 30-way power seats. That's impossible. Like, I don't think any other cars have done that before. I don't think so. Leave a comment if you think another car does that. I'm sure the Navigator does pretty much the same thing with its multi-way power seating. But yeah, that's just really advanced. And you can also do the calm screen, put the calm screen here and there, same deal. And of course, in the you can also do it here in the second seat, in the second row, put it there and see. And in terms of the calm screen, you can also put you can also have clouds going by because this represents the Aviator, and it means you're flying through the air. I guess that's what this car is trying to signify as an SUV itself. Well, if you want to put the calm screen in the Corsair, it's just a gray screen. Here, you got clouds flying through it, which would be quite pleasant in my opinion. But here are some more cars that I'm very interested about. The Audi RS6 Avant. Look at this. Sleek black. I love the headlight design. It just blends in well. Like you barely even see the headlight fixture. I mean, not barely, but like if you're at a distance, you can barely see the headlight fixture. See, it's like nicely faded in well with the hood and the grille. I really like that touch. Um, but yeah, this is, I'm sure it has a very mighty engine. Let's take a look here. Hold on. I'm gonna look at the horsepower figure right here. Since I don't think Sophion does it on first looks. R6 Avant. Give me a second. Come on, don't be mean. Yeah, it's a crazy engine. Twin turbo 4-liter V8, just like an AMG, which is my dream car, by the way. I love AMGs. It has a 591 horsepower twin turbo V8. It's that crazy for that little of a wagon. Like, you don't expect much from this. I expect like 350 or 400. This is literally almost 600 horsepower, which is just huge in figures. Like, ginormous. And I'm sure it does 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds around that time. Like, there's no way you can beat 4 seconds in a 500 horsepower car. Well, for V12 it may be understandable because it's bigger and heavier. But I also like the seat design here. Look at the seat design here. Really interesting. That was also what interests me a lot. However, Audi's not come to the DC Auto Show and whatnot. Like, none of the German brands have, like, which I kind of find very strange. That's why I went to the Philly one instead last year to check out those two brands, just for those, just check out those two. And the Porsche Taycan was there live, so, and that was also the anticipated electric car of the year. It was insanity, man. That car is literally insane. If you get the top model, Turbo S, 750 horsepower, 775 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. That's just unreal. It really is unreal. But this, for a gas engine, really is something you might want to consider buying. And if you think a normal Audi Q8 is not good enough for you, what about the RS version? That's actually... Oh, no, I need to go here.
Audi has been looking to...
And yeah, there's RS6 over here. The RS Q8, yep, first ever, is there. I'll show you. This is a fully covered V8. Like, a lot of plastic covering. They don't want you access. They understand. I mean, I understand that. So... on the Audi RS Q8. This also is the same amount of horsepower. The starting price on one of these is about $113,000, which is a lot. But yeah, you still get the same 591 horsepower V8, same nice interior, which we're gonna get into in just a second now. If you just give me time, there you go.
Of the RS Q8, I hope you got...
Oh yeah, I love the. Oh my god. Since the green trim works so well on the outside, I love the stitching on the inside. It makes this car look so much more different. Like, usually a lot of sport cars, a lot of performance cars, you get a red stitched interior a little bit, but this is going green. I kind of like that. It would also be cool if it was blue, but what I'm not surprised about is that the fact that this car does have ambient lighting, as well as the other Audis and the Lincolns as well. They both have ambient lighting, but in terms of ambient lighting, in the Lincolns, it's more of like a single bulb that shines throughout the interior, not like a beam of light. I mean, I get they're not a German brand. Germans are just too good at luxury. They really are just amazing at it, and they have ambient like strip lights that go throughout the car, and that makes it look so much more nicer, and it feels like you're in a VIP car. Really, it's that good. I mean, Germans in general are just really nice. That's why I prefer a German AMG, and the lights inside of it, really cool. Best styling V8s in my opinion. But I'm sure this will also sound great too, honestly. I mean, I love V8s in general, but the Mercedes AMG is the best V8 I can ever think of. But anyways, that's it for that one. Okay, everybody, that's gonna be it for the auto show for this year. I hope next year makes it a lot better. Even if it's just a mask, even if it's postponed until the summertime, I don't mind. As long as it happens next year, that's all I'm worried about. So, thank you everybody for watching this video. Hope you did like it. If you did if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, let me know, and leave a comment for what car you want me to review for you guys next, and if possible, if next year if it's possible. If I can't do it that year, then well, if I can do it, if it's not at the place, then I can do it right here. I'll just do it right here at home. So, in terms of the car that I want to review, that you want me to review. But there are a lot that I want to show you. 4 Toyotas next year, which is going to be really insane. Because this is like a big year for them, honestly. But other than that, that's all. That's the only thing I'm going to spoil for you. That's it. There's a lot more to go. Other than just those 4 Toyotas. So, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment below. Let me know what you think. If this is the first video you saw of me, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I upload next time. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Name's down there. And I'll see you folks next video. Peace.